You're going to get your real estate license? Are you serious? Yeah? Well, did you know that 80 to 90% of new realtors fail out of the business within the first 3 years? No, I didn't know that. Yeah, I have a friend, he got his license not too long ago. He got into the real estate business. He said it was really hard and you had to go full time or you just won't be successful. And now he's actually back working the job that he was working before he quit to get into real estate. Whoa, I didn't know all this. No! Whoa, that was intense and unfortunately a situation and a conversation that I hear about all the time.
Every day. I mean, every day.
And I'm hearing this from people who are thinking about getting their real estate license. Now, while the statistics are true that 80 to 90% of new agents fail out of the business within the first 3 years, it's not as hard as it sounds.
Sounds easy to me.
And it's not as difficult as you may have heard to become a part-time agent. Like you heard from that guy. The majority of real estate agents who I've worked with over the last 18 years all came from full-time jobs transitioning into a career in real estate.
We're talking about
Free real estate.
Their entire goal was going from working for somebody else to working for themselves.
I'm the boss. How about that?
So they could become their own bosses, enjoy more time freedom, and have the opportunity to make as much money as they want. I'm the Modern Agent Jeff Ruby, and I help real estate agents launch, build, and scale profitable real estate businesses. That's right, the ones that actually make you money.
Show me where the money lives.
And today we're talking about becoming a part-time real estate agent. And I'm gonna go over 5 things that everybody needs to know who's thinking about getting their real estate license. Once you have these things understood, you take action on them, it's gonna be a lot easier to become a part-time agent.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
So, let's jump right into them.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
The first thing everyone needs to know is what are your state licensing requirements? You see, each state has different requirements for the amount of education that's necessary in order to apply for your license through the state. Now, for example, here in the state of Colorado, the licensing requirements are 168 hours of education. Now, I'll give you a little hint. It doesn't take 168 hours, but you get credited for 168 hours once you go through the entire course.
Done.
You can take all of your classes online, you can take them all at your own pace, and once you finish real estate school, you simply take your state exams as well as the national exams, which of course is required in all 50 states. Once you pass those exams, you'll be issued a certificate which will allow you to take the exam in your particular state. After you take the exams and you pass both of them based on the state and national requirements for each, all you have to do is fill out the paperwork and submit them to the regulatory agency of your particular state. If you're thinking about getting your real estate license, we do offer a scholarship program to help you get your real estate license, as well as work with you to help you launch and build your real estate business to sell more homes and make more money. There's a link down in the comments section. Go ahead and click on it for more information. The next thing you need to know is cost. How much is it going to cost you? Not only just to get started in the business, but also what is it going to be on a monthly recurring basis? How much is it going to cost you and your family for you to get into the business and also for you to run a business? Now, of course, that's going to depend on person to person and what your goals are in your business. But there are a few things that are absolutely certain.
There's more.
Now, when it comes to costs, you have to think about your fixed costs. Now, these are things that you're going to have to pay for whether or not you have a closing, whether or not you have any income or you've generated any business. These are what we call reoccurring costs. These are things that include the National Association of Realtor dues, your state board dues, as well as your local association of realtors. Not to mention your MLS services and your errors and omissions insurance.
No! It's a tax collector!
There are a few more, but those are the main ones that you need to make sure that you have an understanding of. So make sure and check with your particular state to know exactly what those fixed costs are going to be for you and your business. Then you have your variable costs. And these are things that include your marketing, your leads, your signage, things that you have control over whether or not you spend that money. And those, of course, are going to be variable between agent to agent, market to market, and even market conditions. But you have to have an understanding that there are going to be variable costs and keep track of those. So make sure to do the research and run your numbers so you know how much it's going to cost in your particular state to get your business started, as well as to run it on a monthly basis.
It's business! It's business time!
That's what you're trying to say. You're trying to say, let's get down to business.
This way you can start to create your budget model and set the right expectations as to how you're going to launch, build, and scale your profitable real estate business. Number 3 is time. What does your schedule look like now? How could you possibly fit more into your already very busy schedule? I know I asked myself the same questions when I got started. Now you're probably already thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know how it's even possible. But here's what I can tell you. It is absolutely 100% possible.
I believe.
And that's why I'm showing you this stuff today, is because I want you to see that it is possible and give you some steps to help you along the way. You see, this is actually a lot easier than you would think, but most people don't understand what I'm about to share with you.
Tell me!
This is called time blocking, and once you get it dialed in your life, in your business, it will change everything. The key to time blocking is time blocking all of your personal time first, and then time blocking your business time. And when I say time blocking, what I mean is getting a calendar, whether that's a digital calendar, a piece of paper calendar, a calendar on your wall, whatever type of calendar you use, and make sure you put everything in there. Now, I know this may sound extreme when it comes to 24 hours a day, but you'll be surprised when you put in the time that you sleep, the time that you eat, and the time that you exercise. You'll be surprised at how much little time is left in the day for some of the most important activities that we need to do in our business. But we have to schedule our personal time first. When I started time blocking and I was consistent with it in my business, it trickled over, of course, into my personal life because I was putting all of my personal things in my calendar as well. This included time with my family, picking up my kids from school, taking them to and from their events, and so much more. And what happened was my wife started putting her calendar in as well. So now we operate our family and our businesses completely off of time blocks. We're able to communicate effectively with one another and our team as to who's doing what, where we're going to be, and everybody is able to work simultaneously together, more collaborative, and it makes things so much easier when you time block. So make sure to consider your time and understand how it works when you're thinking about becoming a part-time real estate agent.
Write that down, write that down!
This next one is really big, and unfortunately it gets overlooked more often than not. And this is education. Get started immediately with classes. This is a brand new thing for most of you. Even if you've been in sales, it hasn't been in real estate. Maybe you've sold product. Maybe you've been in network marketing. Maybe you've been in sales for a bigger company. It's different in real estate. And here's the key, is because you're not actually selling anything. You're providing a service to people who are either looking to sell their home or a service to people who are looking to buy a home. So make sure that you're focusing on classes that include lead generation, your communication, which includes scripts and dialogues, presentations and consultations, basically knowing what to say and when to say it. And make sure to take some classes to understand your systems and procedures to help build those out and establish a solid foundation that, of course, you can build upon. I know there's a lot of education right now out there as to how to make money in real estate and how to sell houses. But unfortunately, there's not enough about how to build a real estate business. And especially to go from working a job to going into real estate, becoming a part-time agent or even a full-time agent. That's a huge transition and a life transition, which we want to make sure that we're really focused on building a business. So take those classes, and if you'd like to see what eXp Realty offers with over 50 hours of live education a week, there's a link down below in the comments section and you can check that out. I want to make sure that you're aware of the free education that's out there to help you make this transition from working for someone else to working for yourself and controlling your own time and your financial future. All right, number 5, and the last thing that you absolutely have to check out if you're going to be going into part-time real estate is...
What?
Don't quit your job too soon. You see, this is your bread and butter. This is what you've been doing, and hopefully you're excited and you're ready to get your real estate license. You're ready to jump in. But don't quit your job too soon, especially if you have a family. This is your income. You show up for work and you collect a paycheck. There's something to be said for that. Because when you get into real estate, you become your own boss. And we're our own worst bosses because we let ourselves off the hook. More than any other boss. I know I do. And we don't get paid until we close transactions. For some of us, it takes some time. For others of us, we'll be doing it quickly. But regardless, it's so important that you follow all 5 of these steps before you make this transition into real estate. Having the right expectations and the proper direction when you're getting into this business will allow you to establish the right mindset when it comes to exactly what you need to do in order to make this transition. Like I said before, the odds are against you, but if you follow these 5 things, you will be off to a great start. Thank you for watching, and I truly hope that you found value in this content so it can help you make a transition from working a job to getting into real estate. And if it did, make sure and hit the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe as I do release new videos for you guys every single week. I also want to hear from you. I want to know what questions you have, what comments you have. So make sure and comment and ask your questions down in the comment section below. Again, thanks for watching, and until next time, you guys, see ya!